Okay, everybody, welcome into the Wednesday edition of the training. Hope everyone's had a good week so far. We're at the midpoint, almost there, almost to Friday. Hope everyone's having a good time recording videos, sending them out, and doing all that good stuff, which is amazing. Let's see. Whoever is new to Dubb, if you're new to the platform, if you could please put a one in the chat. If you're new to Dubb, maybe you're on a free trial, maybe just got on a paid plan, a Pro or Pro Plus, and you just did it. A one in the chat would be helpful. If you are returning, if you could put a two in the chat, if you're returning, that would be great. Just so we know who's returning and who's new. It's always a good thing. Let's see, Gabriel. I saw you put a one in the chat. Let me come over to you real quick. Hey, Gabriel, if you would like to say hello, you can. Let me find you in here. There you are, Gabriel. If you want to say hello, you can. If you want to. If not, you can say hi in the chat. You can unmute yourself if you'd like to unmute. Since you are new, if you'd like to say hello, you are more than welcome if you'd like to do that. If not, you can just say hi in the chat. Gabriel, if you want to put your industry in the chat as well, if you're unable to unmute, that would be helpful just to know what industry you're in when we end up going through this. Elizabeth, I saw you put a one as well. Let me try to come over to you and see if you're able to unmute. If you want to say hello, feel free. If you'd like to say hi, you can unmute and say hello.
Hi, this is my first time using Dubb. I'm a loan officer, and I was introduced by another loan officer at our company with Dubb, and I've used it a little bit, but I just haven't had a chance to really dig deep into it. So, hoping this is going to help.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, we're gonna do a an A to Z. So we'll walk through everything, different ways to record, kind of little strategies along the way too. I was gonna ask you for yourself, for the leads that you get, the prospects, do they fill out a form, like a third party form, and then you fill and then you reach out, referrals? What does it usually look like?
So I really love that video, that sending it to my leads on
Hmm.
how to use our platform.
Oh,
So I
nice.
did do one video for a product that we send them, which is the home equity. And that has been really good because one, it's getting me out and not being afraid of the camera.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's helped a lot. And I've been sending it to my referral partners, my real estate agents as well, to introduce it to their, potential listings.
Sure. That's great. Yeah. Did you do a screen recording when you were walking through the product, like the Chrome
I
extension of
I
this?
did. I did. And it was, there was a lot of things that I was like, oh well. I'm like, it's okay. I'm learning. So, and I
Yeah.
would tell my real estate agents, I'm learning how to use this product. So
I think people at the end of the day, whenever you make a video, as long as you're being authentic, like if you were scrolling around, like, okay, hold on, give me 1 second, this is over here. I think people just are really looking for one, information, two, for a live, real human being a human being. And, we're all not perfect when we make these things. So
yes.
I think as long as you're just doing your thing and they see you and they see your face, they hear your voice and you're pointing stuff out, that's the most important thing. We have, when you get to know Dub a little better, there's a cool function on the Dubb desktop app that's a screen recorder that lets you play pre-recorded videos in the bubble. So you technically could sit in front of your webcam, have like a teleprompter, talk about the product, right? Just straight to camera. And then you
Oh,
can
okay.
take that video, pull up your site or your product or your slide deck, and put it in the bubble. And all you have to do is just relax and scroll around. So it's pretty
Oh,
cool.
wow. That's really good. I'll have to look
Yeah.
for that one.
Yeah, that's kind of the power of using the teleprompter, delivering a message, saying everything you want to say about the product. Plus, you know where you're going to be scrolling and clicking. So it's really just
Right.
about saying that in the video. And when you say it, just use a little annotation, show it. So it just takes a little practice with that, but you're definitely on the right track with the screen recording stuff.
Oh, great. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, it's good to meet you, Elizabeth. If you have any questions, Ina from our team is here. Hey, Ina. And she's going to be in the chat, kind of monitoring that in there, answering questions in there. And then this live training is going to be on our Dub support. We're live on a couple platforms right now, but it'll
Okay.
be on our Dub support later. So Dub support on YouTube. Go back to the parts you want to see. That's really the best way to learn. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, your videos are amazing. Amazing.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it that. Yeah, yeah. We try
Yeah.
to we try to cover everything, as much as we can, but Dub does so much, we just don't want people to get overwhelmed. It's like, okay, what's your use case? And
Right.
hammer that nail and then move on to something else. So, yeah.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it, and I'm hoping this month to really dig deep into your guys's system.
Very cool. Hey, we're here. Dig deep.
I
Let's
will.
do it. We
Thank
love it.
you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And then let's see. We also had, did anybody else put a one in here? Let me see. Let me go back and check. Let's check. Gabriel, I saw you asked, you're in real estate sales. Very cool. Also aspiring digital marketer. Is the app best? The mobile app's really good for a lot of stuff. Desktop app is pretty cool. We're going to cover that as well. So we'll definitely give specific use cases when it comes to strategy and the best things to do to record. So, okay. So let me share my screen here and let's dive into some stuff here. All right, let me share now and let's jump in. Okay. Biggest thing you always want to think about is what's your hook? What is your hook? So see how in this video right here in this animated preview right over here, it says what's your hook? There are different ways to record videos with Dubb, all different kinds of ways I'm going to show in a second that are cool creatively. But before you record, what is the hook? Why are people going to want to click on your video? Is it a referral? Is it a prospect? Is it a client? Is it cold? Is it warm? What's the reason? So what we usually recommend is, and we do this ourselves when we reach out ourselves, is we either use ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini. We use Auto, which is our AI assistant right here in the Dubb dashboard. You can see it literally right here. This is Auto. It's got the open AI in the back end. So what you want to think about is, see how in this example right here, I say, what's your hook? I'm holding up the Dubb mobile app with a whiteboard
Mhm.
feature on it. What's your hook? So that's about 3 to 6 words is pretty punchy, that little phrase right there. So what you want to ask the AI is, like, this is just an example in insurance, right? Say, hey, give them your industry, give the AI your industry, your ICP, your ideal client profile, why you're reaching out, what you want them to do when they're done, and say, look, I need 20 to, you can say 20 to 30, 3 to 6 word phrases. So people are going to want to click on this. So then the AI, in this case, Auto, will give you this list. Hey, you requested more life options. Quick answer about annuities. Let's simplify your options. So let it give you this list, and then you give it the human pass. You can even pass it back to the AI and say, look, I want this to be more punchy, more direct, funnier, whatever you want the adjustment to be. It gives you this list of 3 to 6 words. The reason we say 3 to 6 words fits good on the whiteboard and it fits really good up here in a subject line when you do an email. So the hook up in the subject line and the hook they're going to see here should be very similar. It could be the same thing, but you can make it a little different if you want to. Just always make sure you have the word video in the subject line. First thing they read in an email subject line. But that's what you want to get first. Before you record anything, what is the reason I'm making this video? So you don't want to just create a video where you're just there statically with nothing because when someone gets a Dubb video, it's going to be a 3 second animated repeating preview like you see right here. So when you hit record, the first 3 seconds is going to be whatever you're doing, that's going to be what's repeating. You can change it inside the platform if you want to. It's a little slider that I'll show in a little bit where you can choose a different part of the video to be the first 3 seconds, or you can upload your own thumbnail. But to be efficient, just know when you hit record, you're giving that hook and you're giving some cool context. So that's really what that's about. So this particular example right here was recorded with the Dubb webcam. I've got the Dubb mobile app on my phone, and there is a whiteboard feature where you can type, and that's exactly what I was doing right here. And then I'm just doing a little wave, a little point, just something to bring it to life. Smile, a little movement. It's animated, so just have a little bit of movement to it. This is probably the most direct way you can get a message and hook across. It's right there in front of their face. Now you can also from the webcam, you could do something like this. You can have a virtual background behind you. So you can drop a virtual. So if you're not holding up the whiteboard, you technically can take a screenshot of someone's profile like you see right here. It could be a property in real estate. It could be an action someone took. Maybe they filled out a form, say, hey, boom, you did that thing. You're sharing an article, company website, whatever it is that you feel gives context, that's going to be interesting behind you. Now, you also can do a combination of both of these things. So, what you can do is you can have the virtual background behind you and you could be holding up the whiteboard. So, that's kind of a nice combo if you want to do both. Like, if I was in real estate and somebody was interested in a property, just throw the property behind me, have the property address, or maybe a fun fact about the property. And that's pretty cool for someone to see as an animated preview. So, whatever industry you're in, either whiteboard by itself, virtual background by itself, or do a combo of both. Now, you also can do screen recording, like we were talking about at the top. So, screen recording, this is an example right here. This was done with the Dubb Chrome extension. So, right up here in the browser, you're going to see a little Dubb symbol right up here at the top. That is all you have to do is Google Dubb Chrome extension. It's like a 3 step process to pin it up there at the top. And when it's there in the browser, you can record anything within your browser. So, websites, whatever's within there that you want to be on top of in a bubble, walking someone through something visually. Now you'll notice this
Mm.
is a market update because I'm right next to the title, but I'm also holding up again that hook. So you know it's a market update, but there's been a big change in the market. So it's that additional messaging that's pretty cool because you're providing a little more context, that you're putting on this thing for someone to want to click on it. Now, you also have available the Dubb desktop app. Now, the desktop app is another screen recorder and it's a little different. So, the browser-based one I just showed you, the Chrome extension, that's within the browser. The Dubb desktop app will go on top of anything. It's like a little drone that flies over the top of everything on your computer screen. So, it can go on top of browser stuff, videos, slide decks, documents, whatever you want. It also has the ability to crop in closer, like you see right here. I'm on this site, but I'm cropped in close. So all you have to do is Google Dubb desktop app, download it for Mac or PC, and then when you download it on a Mac, you get a little D symbol up here at the top that gives you the function, or it'll be at the bottom. You also have the ability to use the Dubb mobile app. So the mobile app is just like the webcam here that we talked about. I can take screenshots on my phone, drop the virtuals behind me, and I also can put the text on the screen that you see right here. I also can do just the hook. If I want to do the hook we talked about, above my head, below my head, different font, different color emojis, move it around, whatever you want to do with it there as well. And the cool thing about the mobile app, it has this little function called picture in picture. This was pretty much, it's pretty much tailor-made for property walkthroughs in real estate. It uses both cameras on the phone. It shows what's in front of you. You're able to be on the screen at the same time. If you're not in real estate, it's really good for if you're at live conferences or events or big meetings or something, and you want to get the crowd and you kind of want to narrate a little bit what's going on. You could post it on social. You could send it as a newsletter update to all your different contacts that you have. If you're in real estate and it's an expired listing, maybe you walk up to the property if it's local, take a quick video and say, "Hey, listen, I noticed this part of the property right here. That's a big selling point. This is the kind of expertise you're going to get with me in terms of like noticing this physical stuff right here that could be a big part of how I want to move this property." Now, you also could do, if you're not in real estate, you could be sitting at your computer in any industry you want. Maybe you pull up someone's profile, you pull up a website, you pull up a doc, whatever it is, grab your phone, go to picture in picture, and just lean into the computer like this and show what's in front of you. And that's another cool visual way to say, "Hey, I saw your profile on here," something like that. If you're with someone, if you're with your client, and maybe you're hanging out, you're meeting each other, and they're physically across from you, you could set up a little selfie stick on the desk, or even if you're standing, and you could interview them for like a little Q&A, like a testimonial, and then you could post that on social, or you could put it out to your circle of influence. Lastly, if you're doing any kind of selling locally to businesses locally, just grab your phone, record outside the business, and you're standing out there saying hello, and then have a little hook on there that you type and send it into a contact if you have a contact of the business, and walk in and say, "Hey, I just sent you this video." They pull it up and they see you outside. These are all little cool creative things you can do to really stand out. Now, when someone does get these videos, it's all about the experience once they click on it. So they saw it, they clicked on it, and now it's about this experience right here. So when they click on a Dubb video, they're going to be brought to a customized landing page that we call in Dubb terms a preset. So it's going to have your logo right over here, the video you created right in the middle, and then a playlist of videos that is going to play right after this video. It's going to seamlessly run into the next stuff. So it almost feels like one. It goes right into the next one. Now, these initial videos that should always be about, I wouldn't go longer than a minute or less, probably 30, 40 seconds is the sweet spot. Go right into the value. When you have your hook right there, that should be the first thing that you're talking about is the hook, because that's why someone clicked on it. So get right into that, deliver the value, ask the question if you have a question for them, and then have a strong call to action at the end, like, "Hey, book a time in my calendar," something like that. Be very demonstrative about what the next step is. The reason that focuses on them is because in this playlist over here, you can have a video that you record one time about you and what you do. It's basically your pitch video. Minute and a half. I wouldn't go longer than that. Why go with you and your products and services? Why go with you? And that will always play after this. So the focus is on the person or the group at first, and then the next video will be about you and your background and all that great stuff. And then if you have video testimonials, this is a really nice spot to have them. Right at the end, it kind of completes the circle in terms of bringing it all together. And then below here, you have your call to action buttons. These are your CTAs. What would you like someone to do once they've consumed the content? Booking a time in someone's calendar has probably been the most popular button in sales over the years. It's the most direct. But if you want them to visit your website, if you want them to download a document, a listing agreement, a contract, a guide, if you want them to check out a case study, if you want them to leave a review, if you want them to email you back, if you want them to fill out a form, if you want a link to an external form, you have all kinds of options down here. If you have multiple buttons, I would just go in order of importance from left to right. Now, if you don't have video testimonials, or you do have some, but you want to get more, this is the way a lot of Dubb users get them. It's pretty convenient for you and it's convenient for the person you're trying to get it from. There's a reply with video button right down here, reply with video. So if I record a video for someone asking for a testimonial, have that button below it, and it would be something like this. Hey, Ina, it's Rob from Dubb. Listen, thank you so much for using the platform. We would love to get a video testimonial from you. It's not complicated. All you need to do is click that reply with video button below and let me know. What have you felt about the platform? Or whatever questions you would normally ask. That person's going to then send you that video back. You get a notification inside of the Dubb platform. Hey, you got a video reply. And then you just make it part of this playlist right here. And this really completes the loop that's worked really well for people over the years that have used Dubb. And then lastly, over here to the right, you have your AI assistant. This is called SIA, your Sales Interactive Assistant. And the reason SIA is so good is because when people land on your preset landing page, maybe they're thinking about taking the next step, but maybe they have questions in real time. So over here to the right, you can have your FAQs. They can ask the AI a specific question. And when the AI gives the answer, it wants to keep the momentum going. So it's going to give the answer and then say, hey, are you ready to do that next step? In this case, it's book a time in my calendar. The AI can be educated in one of two ways or both. Inside the Dubb platform, you can upload a PDF. You can also add individual website pages, and it will physically learn what's in text on those pages. So you can do one or the other or both, and then the AI will be educated on what you needed to know to help everything move forward. Now, these landing pages in general, I want to have a preset landing page for different parts of my audience. So if I was in recruitment and I worked with employers and candidates, I would want to have a preset landing page for both of those. Same thing for real estate, buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expired, commercial, residential. Same thing for financial, for insurance, for mortgage, for coaching, consulting. Any industry that has those splits within your audience for different messaging and what they might need in terms of products and services, have a different landing page. It speaks right to them, and that's worked over the years for a lot of people. Now, when you go from a free trial to a paid plan, one of the first things that the team does is they meet you in Zoom and they help you with the optimization setup, which is just, hey, let me get your logo in there. Let me get the pages set up. How about uploading this? Let's get everything ready to go so you can get moving right out of the gate. And all of this is tracked. So you're going to know, did someone open the email? Did they watch any of the videos? If they did, what's the watch percentage? Did they click on any of the buttons below the video? Did they interact with the AI? Did they just view the page? All of this will give you some really good firepower to use when you do follow up because you know the actions that they've taken. Now, if you're on a free trial now and throughout this training, if you want to upgrade to a paid plan, just throw upgrade into the chat, and then Ina, who's here, will reach out to you and give you our best possible deal we can give you. And if you're sitting in a pro plan here and you're in the training and you want to upgrade to Pro Plus, when we talk about that in a little bit, just put upgrade in there and we'll give you the best deal we can. Okay, so let's talk about how we record these. So how would we record the different styles that we talked about? Starting with this one right here, the webcam. How do we just do something basic like that? So inside the Dubb platform, right up here at the top in your dashboard, there's a big red button that says Create Video right there. So just click that. When you click that, that's going to open up your webcam and put you here. Now, when you're here, we want to get the Dubb mobile app on your phone. Okay, so it's Dubb app, Dubbapp. And when you have it, here is the mobile app, and here is the little button at the top that you want to select. It's a little square with a little person in the corner. And when you select that there, that gives you the ability to type. And that's all I was doing before. So get your hook. So type your hook like this, type it, turn it, and there you go. And you're able to use it just like this. Now, if you want to do a virtual background, just go below, select virtual background, and then we have a bunch of, stock ones you can use, but I would click on your photos, and this is where I would upload all the screenshots we talked about earlier. Properties, articles, websites, people's profiles, whatever you want to have behind you that's meaningful and gives context in it as a hook, that's what I would do. Select the one you want, and then it's right in front of you. And then all you have to do is just make sure that you have good front light with a ring light, or you have natural light, or a combination of both. If you talk a lot with your hands, which I do, I usually keep them within my shoulders. I go T-Rex dinosaur arms because I don't want to go out here into the soup, even though it looks pretty good though. It kind of has all my fingers. But I would just kind of keep myself in here. And if you want to do a combination of both, just hold up the whiteboard, maybe give a little look back to the virtual background, do one of these. So you can do a combination of both. Now, every recording style within Dubb has a teleprompter option. So if you want to use a teleprompter, all you have to do is click right up in here above my head. See where it says create new script? That means I can go right inside the platform, copy and paste the script in there and save it. You got to have a script saved into Dubb first before you can use the teleprompter. Now I can scroll through scripts I already have saved, or I can look for a script by title. So I can look for a name. There it is. And then the teleprompter is going to drop down right in front of me. Now, here's going to be the speed of the teleprompter, adjust it up or down. Here's going to be the play button to test it. And here's going to be the ability to back the text off, or you can zoom it in. Now, when you're doing this, if you want to make some real-time edits, just click the pencil icon right here, make your changes, and then click save. Now, I would definitely give them read-throughs because you don't want the words to surprise you. You want to have the right inflection. These are pretty awesome to use. When you get used to using the teleprompter, it's going to keep you pretty much on point. It's very efficient, and you know that you're using the right words that you want to use. So these are pretty great. Just takes a little bit of practice. Now, from a physical part of it, I would be about arm's length away is a pretty good eye line. Let the words flow up. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to hit record. I'm going to bring in my hook. Here we go. I'm going to hit the red button in the middle. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. I can hit the pause button, take a break, stop the recording, stops the teleprompter, click it again to resume, and you can keep going. If you want to delete the video, it's the red X. It'll say, hey, are you sure you want to do this? And if you would like to save this into the Dubb platform, just click the check mark, and that'll save it into Dubb. And if you want to get rid of the teleprompter, just close it right there. So this is one of the most straightforward ways you can communicate. So I'm going to hit the check mark, and it's going to save this video into Dubb. And whenever you save a video into Dubb, it's going to land you on the video edit page inside of the Dubb platform. Now, when you're in here, this is where you can do some things. So let me grab just another video here. So when you're in here, you can change the title right up here at the top. Click the little pencil icon. You can change it here. Just make sure you hit the check mark when you're done. You can download the MP4 version of any video you save into the platform. So you'll have the raw video if you want it, the raw file. You also can come all the way over here to the right, and there's a little preview button, the little square with the arrow. Because we recorded a video, what does it look like on the preset landing page? Well, let's check it out. So when you click that button there, it opens a new tab, and now you can check it out and say, oh yeah, there's my logo, here's my video, here's my playlist, there's my AI, there's my buttons. Everything looks great. It gives you a chance to preview it. Now, if you want to change that, maybe you want to change it to a different preset landing page background that you've already created. There's a little drop down right here, and when you select it, notice there's a check mark that says Rob's preset. That's my default preset landing page. Anytime I record a video, it's always going to be that page that's attached to it. Unless I select a different preset landing page that I've already created, and then with one click, it changes it to something else, which is pretty neat. You also have the ability to have a QR code. Every Dubb video has one. So if you're doing any kind of physical mail marketing, like door hanger stuff, mail stuff, make a fun video about that. Hey, thanks for pulling me off your doorknob, blah, blah, blah. Something fun like that. If you're doing any kind of big meetings or conferences or anything like that, and you're there, and you have a booth, put a little placard up with a QR. If you're walking around meeting people, just pre-record something. Hey, it was nice meeting you at the event. All you have to do is click below to stay in touch, or whatever action you want them to take next. If you're doing an open house in real estate, put a little thing on the counter. They scan the QR code. Hey, thanks for coming to the open house. By the way, if you want to see similar properties, check this out below. So a lot of different options with the QR codes. Now, you also have the ability to upload this to your YouTube channel. So if you have a YouTube channel, you can upload it directly there. And then we have analytics down here, this little analytics tab. So we have an AI coach called Kyra. So if you want immediate feedback on the videos you've recorded, just click generate. It's going to give you delivery analysis, content feedback, visual feedback right away when you're done doing it. Activity over here to the right. You can really drill down on the stuff we talked about earlier. Are people clicking on the emails? Are they opening it? Are they viewing the page? Are they watching the videos? What do you want to drill down on the most, or do you want information on all of it? You also have an editing tab. So every video that you save into Dubb, you can edit. So I can hit the play button here. I can drag the timeline wherever I want to drag it. Say I want to cut something out, right? I can drag it here and I can click the scissor icon right here. It's going to split the clip in two. I can play it or drag it to my second cut point here, scissors. Now it's broken up into three pieces. And whatever is highlighted in orange, that's what I can get rid of. So all I have to do is hit the trash can and it's gone. And if I want to bring it back, just click undo, 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 and you're right back to where you started. There's also a little design tab here. So this is what I mentioned in the beginning. So when you hit record with Dubb, the first 3 seconds is going to be that repeating preview. You can change that right here. You can take your slider and move it to a different part of the video that you like better visually. Click generate thumbnail, and it will generate that thumbnail for you from that visual. You also can upload your own thumbnail if you want. But to be efficient, just know when you hit record, be ready for that first 3 seconds. So we recorded a video, and how do we share this now? How do we share it? So we're going to open up an email, open up a compose, and when we do, there's some best practices here. You want to have the word video. Every time you have a subject line, have the word video. It's the first thing they read, first thing. Then you want to drop in your hook that we talked about in the beginning. Drop that in there. Just a little bit of text in terms of why they should watch the video. And then when you drop it in, you can drop it in a couple ways. You can drop a video here from inside the Dubb platform where we just were. When you select a video, there's a big blue share and send button to the right. You can't miss it. Click this here, drop the email of the person you're sending it to get that activity level tracking. If you would like to, you can do a little text on top of the video, a little banner right here. You can type it. It's not a requirement. You can if you want to. Type that right there, click copy for email, and then you just come over here and it is a copy and paste, just like that. Now, if you want to do the shortcut, there is a shortcut. So in Gmail, the little Dubb button is right down here that you can see inside the Compose. In Outlook 365, it's off to the right. The reason those shortcut buttons are there is because we have the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder that we're going to look at in a second in the browser up here at the top. So when it's up there and pinned and logged in, this button is going to show up. So when I select this button here, opens up the Chrome. I can record now if I wanted to. I also can scroll through my video library, find the one you want, pop it in there, and you're able to send it. So you got those one or two options that you can do. Okay, so in terms of screen recording, how would we do something that looks like this? The Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder. Anything browser-based that you want to be on top of and walk someone through visually, Dubb Chrome extension. So I'm going to Google it. I'm going to pin it up here at the top, Dubb Chrome extension. It's in my browser. And this will be anything you want to be on top of within the browser. In this case, it's going to be LinkedIn I'm going to use as an example. So if I wanted to reach out to Ruben here, here's what I would do. I would open up the Chrome up here at the top, click the little button up here, and it's going to put me on the page. And you want to think about a couple things when you're on whatever site that you're on that you're showing. You want to think about the size of your webcam, which you can adjust right here. This little pull the edge like this. You want to think about the shape of your webcam. I can go rectangle, I can go square. I'm going to keep myself a circle because Ruben's in a circle. Just try to match the feel of the page that you're on. And then lastly, you want to think about the placement. Where's a good spot to put myself? Well, I'm going to go right up next to Ruben's bubble. Maybe I'll knock on it right there. So just think of a cool spot to put yourself. Functionality wise, in here, you can zoom yourself in. You can back yourself up. You can physically move yourself around inside of here. You can jump to full screen. If you'd like to jump to full screen, you can go back to the page. You also have the ability to turn your camera off. Right over here to the right, you can turn your camera off and just do an audio walkthrough if you want to do an audio walkthrough. You also can just use your headshot if you'd like to use that. But if you are live, it's really nice to be able to use a virtual background too for that additional messaging like we did with the webcam. If you want to do that, you can do that inside this bubble. You have an annotation tool right here to the left that you can use to point things out. You also have a teleprompter right over here. So this teleprompter is a little bit different than the one we just saw previously on the other webcam. It's a little different because this one you can physically move around the page. You also can grab the sides like this if you'd like to, and you can adjust the speed right here like we did before, up or down, back the text off, or zoom it in. Now, if you are going to use the teleprompter with the Chrome, I'm going to put it up towards my camera. But if you do use it, you want to leave a little bit of a space up here to tap this thing and bring it forward so you can see it. If you go full screen on your browser and you're trying to use the teleprompter tab, it will be hidden behind the browser. You won't be able to get to it. So if you are going to use it, leave a little bit of a gap. I have a big gap up here, but you can just leave enough where you can click this thing and then bring it forward. Lastly, you have different orientations to record with the Chrome. So over here, if I click on camera, it opens up like a webcam. If I click on tab, it's going to be a clean cut of this page that I'm on. You won't see any of the open tabs at the top. You'll see just this cut. And if I go screen over here, it's going to get my entire computer screen. So if I want to bounce around to different tabs and show Ruben different things, take him on a little journey, I can do that. For this example, tab. Now I'm also going to bring in my hook that we talked about before. So I'm going to hit record right now to the right, start recording. I'm going to choose my tab. There it is right there. I'm going to click share. And once I click share, I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. It's going to look like this. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Hey, Ruben, what's going on? I wanted to reach out to you, my friend, because I saw that you are in technology, which is pretty cool because me too. So what I did was I did my animated preview, right? I did my first 3 seconds. I held up the hook. I said, hello. That's going to be what he's going to see. And then I decided I wanted to jump to full screen. Jumping to full screen is a cool option to have. So if you want to make an impact visually and you want to explain a certain point, why not jump to full screen, make that point, and then go back to the page? It's a cool option. So if you want to do that, just take your mouse, hover over your webcam, double click it, brings you here, double click the page to go back. You also can be very free flowing if this is your style. You can move around, you can scroll, keep talking, moving. If you want to hit the pause button, just hit the pause button right down here, pause the recording, and then all you have to do is get yourself to the next spot that you want to be, and then just click resume, and then you just keep going. If you want to use the annotation tool, we have it right over here where you can click arrows, you can point things out. You can do text on the screen if you'd like to do text. You also can put things in numerical order of importance. You can draw on the screen, you can do circles, underline, whatever you want. These are great ways to point things out. So if you want to reach out on LinkedIn, if you want to share anything within your browser that you want to be on top of and visually walk someone through something, the Dubb Chrome extension is a nice quick way to do it. So I'm going to hit the check mark below, just like we did before. And the check mark, again, is going to save this video into the video area inside of the platform. Same spot we were before. Now, the video that I just recorded, how would I share that with Ruben? I just made the video, but how do I actually share it with him? So on LinkedIn, you just want to connect with someone first. You want to be a first connection. So once I'm connected, then I can click the message button down here, and then I'm able to send him a video. Now you're going to notice inside the messaging center down there, there is that Dubb button again that you saw inside Gmail. We have an integration with LinkedIn. So when you have the Chrome and it's there, click that button, and then you're able to go through the video library like we did before, like I'm doing right now. Click insert video, and then you can even highlight the text here, change it to something personal, whatever you want, hook wise, and then send it. And then Ruben is going to get that nice animated preview in his inbox as opposed to all the other copy and paste text-based stuff that you get all the time. Now, the last screen recorder we're going to look at is the Dubb desktop app. So you want to Google Dubb desktop app, download it for Mac or PC, and you're going to have a little D symbol at a Mac that's here at the top, and a PC, I believe it's at the bottom. You're going to see the different functionality right here. You also can click View Quick Menu, and it will show you the desktop app options. Now, the big difference, like I said in the beginning, between Chrome that you just saw on desktop, Chrome is browser-based, desktop is not, and go on top of it, on top of anything. So I'm going to click Record Screen so we can now see the similarities and differences here. So right now, in the bubble that we're using, you have all the same functionality that we just saw with the Chrome. Everything's the same. Get yourself bigger, smaller, different shape, all of that. Same thing with the annotations. You have all the same choices with the annotations you can do. You can do lettering, you can underline, you can do all that great stuff. You also have similarities and differences with the teleprompter. So the teleprompter is the same where it can be physically moved around like we did with the Chrome. But when you find a script in here, let's just grab this one right here. The first choice that you're going to have is voice recognition, which is called auto track. So if I was going to use the teleprompter, it would go at my pace. If I go faster, slower, it will speed up or slow down with me. Now, if I like the scroll speed like we saw before, all I have to do is just click that closed, and now I can control the speed up or down. So it's a choice of auto scroll or auto track with voice recognition. Whatever you prefer, you have that ability to choose that. Now, the other part about this is the recording itself. So down here, there is a red slash through this little square at the bottom. And when you select the, now, if I have that red slash right there and I hit record, it's going to get my entire computer screen, the whole thing. If I click the red slash and get rid of it, now I have a drop down of choices in terms of what's going to be shown in my recording. The first one you see right here is custom. So custom means whatever's inside these blue lines is going to be part of the recording. And with custom, I can crop around anything I want to crop around, which is pretty cool. You can get very specific. I also can click down here to the drop down and I can change it to portrait. I can do a social media video right from my desktop in the proper orientation of portrait if I want to do that. I also can change it to landscape. So it's the proper orientation for YouTube if I want to do that. So lots of cool options in terms of the borders of what you're recording. Now I'm going to hit record down here at the bottom, big red button, get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and here we go. I'm recording a video. I can pause and resume. The big difference here is the check mark. The check mark before with the webcam and the Chrome saved it into Dubb. That's not the case with the desktop app. When you select the check mark here, it's going to open up a preview window and it's going to be clips that I have recorded. So when it opens up the preview window, you're going to see that clip. There it is right there. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. The cool thing about clip recording is that you can now drag and drop videos from your computer and drop them in here. So if I have an MP4 file on my computer and I want to make that part of this story, I can drop it in. Because what we're going to do is we're going to record some clips, merge them together into one video, and then we're going to save it into Dubb. Now, what I just recorded was a screen recording clip. So I have one. So how do I continue recording now? Down at the bottom left, you have 3 creative choices. You have screen recording clip, you have webcam, and you have Dubb narrator. Those are the 3 little icons to the bottom left. I'm going to select record screen. I'm going to click that there. It's going to bring me right back to where I was. Now I could have pulled up a different background, a different dock, right? Change something behind me, but I could have done that. I'm going to hit record now. And now I'm recording a second clip in the same style that I did the first one. I'm going to select the check mark. And there is my second clip. And I can physically move these in any order that I would like. I don't have to record chronologically, which is pretty cool. I could do the ending first if I wanted to, because I can physically move them. I also can tap the 3 dot menu and I can download or delete each individual clip. Keep the ones I like, get rid of the ones that I don't. Now, the second option down at the bottom left icon is your webcam. So if I select that, it's going to open up my webcam. And this could be the end of my video. Hey, thanks for watching. This could be the beginning of my video. Hey, welcome to this video. This could be a moment where I just want to talk about something totally different and the visuals look different. Hit the check mark, and then it's going to be that different video that looks different than the other ones. The last option down to the bottom left is Dubb narrator. Dubb narrator gives you the ability to take a pre-recorded video, something you've already done, it's in your video library, and then put it inside of a bubble and put it on top of anything that you would like. So if I was going to sit and do a market update video, I could sit in front of my webcam, have a teleprompter or not, talk about the market, record it, save it into the Dubb video library, and then I could pull up the market update as a website or a doc or whatever it is, click the narrator icon to the bottom left, it takes me into my video library. I find that video. Oh, where's the video I did? Oh, there it is. Click that one. And now it's going to put the pre-recorded version of me on top of whatever I want to put it on top of. So when I hit record, the pre-recorded version of me is going to do all the work. And then I can just scroll and move and annotate, and do whatever I want to do. So it gives you a lot of freedom in terms of being able to split it up in 2 steps and do that if you want to. Now, when I'm done recording and I'm ready to merge these clips into one video and save it into the platform, you have 2 options. Down to the bottom right, you can click the upload button. The upload will merge all the clips together and save it into Dubb. If you click the edit button to the bottom right, it's going to merge all the clips together, but you have the chance to do an edit right here before you even save it into the platform. And the edit's just like the one I showed you earlier inside of the Dubb platform. You can do that right here, and then you can just download the MP4 if you want to download it before, and then click upload into Dubb, and it will save the video into the Dubb platform. Now, there's one more kind of recording, and this is going to be the Dubb mobile app. The mobile app is very similar to the desktop app because the mobile app is also a clip recorder. But the mobile app, does some other stuff that's pretty cool. So let me share my screen here, and here is how you would record a video with the Dubb mobile app. Okay. So mobile apps here, you got the Dubb app, Dubb. Here's your video library sitting right here in the middle. To record a video, just tap the blue camera icon at the bottom. Tap it there and it's going to open up. Now, when you are first using the app, it will be defaulted for 1 minute of recording time. You can change that to something else. We have specific timers here. I just always slide mine over to 10. That way, it's not going to cut me off. You can't go beyond 10 minutes on the mobile app. To record, just tap the button at the bottom and now I am recording. You can see the timer on the button and you can see the timer up here in your eye line. You can also pause and resume this recording right here to the left. And then to end the recording, just tap the button and it ends it. And there is the clip that I have just recorded. And this clip has been automatically downloaded to my phone. So I have it in my photo video area if I do want it. I have it on my phone. I'm going to hit record one more time just so I have multiple clips here. Each clip has to be at least 2 seconds. And there is my second clip. Now, I can physically move these clips around like we did with the desktop app. I can take my finger, hold one for a second, and just slide it like this. I also can tap a clip individually. And if I do, it gives me the ability to delete, download, trim. And if I select edit, time just so I have. This is where I can do some stuff. So there are some icons to the right. If I select the music icon, we have a whole library of royalty-free music you can choose from. Just make sure you adjust the levels below so the music doesn't overwhelm your voice. If you select the text icon to the right, that's going to give you the ability to do what we talked about in the beginning. This is where you can add your hook. Put your text in here, and this is where you can physically move it around the page wherever you want to, different color, font sizes, emojis, whatever you want. You have the ability to do that. There's also a microphone icon to the right. So if you click that there, you can do a voiceover. If you're doing a property walkthrough and it's super loud with construction, get the clip you want, go in your car, do a quick voiceover. You can do that. You also have a timer icon here. So if you have a cool visual clip that you did and maybe you're running around doing something fun, you can go all the way up to 10x if you want to do that speed-wise. You also lastly have a little icon to the bottom right, which can burn in the caption subtitles if you want to into each clip, or you can burn them in at the end. Now, there are other icons here as well in terms of function. So let me just show you these. Here, let me reshare just because it froze up on me. Let me reshare. So there are other icons that you can use. So when you're inside here recording, all the icons to the right, if you want to know what their functionality is, just select the tooltip at the top. Hit that there. It's going to tell you everything that it does right here. Hit the tooltip again, that'll close it. Now, I always have a countdown timer on. So if I'm going to hit record, I usually go with 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and ready to record, just like that. There's also a 10-second option as well, but I think when you're hitting record, 3, 2, 1 just kind of feels right, and all the other parts of Dubb when you hit record are 3, 2, 1. You also have video stabilization, which is right here. So if you're doing a walk and talk and it's really herky-jerky, you're going to get like seasickness, go over here and click this button here, and then you can choose low, medium, or high, and it basically will just smooth it out as you're kind of going. If you want to use a teleprompter, it's this button right here. This is where you can come in here. You choose your script if you want to. Right, here it is. Boom. Choose your speed between 1 and 10. Hit the play button here. Make sure you check your speed that you like it. If your eyes are not staying at the top where they should be and they're searching for the words, either increase the speed or move everything up. Just slide everything up like this. And now your eyes are going to stay where they're supposed to. And if you're doing a landscape video, just turn your phone physically and just do it that way. If you're trying to do like a YouTube video. Also, if you want to do some editing, some live editing, you got that pencil icon right there, make some changes, save it. Now that's auto scroll. Now, what if you want to do voice recognition where you read the script and it gets highlights and it goes at your speed? Just select the gear icon to the right, go auto track, which is right here. And then when you hit record, the script's going to go at your pace, either faster, slower, whatever you'd like. If you want to go back to scroll, click the gear icon again, scroll. So either auto track for voice recognition or auto scroll to choose the speed. And then to close the teleprompter, tap the X and it closes. Now, if you ever recorded a video outside of the Dubb mobile app, okay, and it's on your phone, but you want to make that clip part of this video here, all you do is go to the folder icon here, takes you to your photo video area, select the video that you have on your phone and say, hey, do you want to add this as a clip? Yes. And it will drop it right here. If you want to record what's on your screen, this button. If you want to do filters, this little button right here. So it's black and white, skin smoothing, different color gradations, all the different choices you have in here, you can kind of scroll through. Picture in picture that I mentioned in the beginning, right here. When you select that one, it's going to show what's in front of you, hit record. It uses both cameras on the phone. Move yourself around, make yourself bigger, smaller, zoom into the background. You get some cool creative choices. And then lastly, you have the virtual background option down to the bottom right. Take those screenshots on your phone, go here, and then just put it behind you and record. And then when you're done and you got all the clips you want and you want to merge them into that one video, hit the blue button to the top right with the arrow. It's going to merge all the clips together that you have. And you got that one video that's
Now
going to
you're
be
recording.
automatically downloaded to your phone. So you have it. And then you can click the upload button right here and it will save it into the Dubb platform. Now, you also, from the mobile app as well, you can send videos. So your video library is right here. So if I want to send something, grab your video. There's a blue button right here that says share video. Tap that there. Click copy for email, copies to your clipboard, paste it. If you want to do an SMS, click copy for SMS, copies to your clipboard, paste it. You can also hit the icons to the top right. So above the video, those two icons, the block icon and the paper airplane icon. Block icon is for email, paper airplane icon is for SMS. So you can do either one of those if you'd like to. Now, lastly, if you have a CRM, like you have something you like, maybe you have a HubSpot, maybe you have a Salesforce, maybe you have a Go Level. If you have something that you do like and you have all your workflows in there, we have a lot of integrations with different third-party centers like Mailchimp, Constant Contact, different CRMs. You can see this list right here. It's pretty extensive. So if you want to keep the stuff you have, your workflows, just add video, we have the integrations for that. If you want to use Dubb as a CRM, you absolutely can. You can come over here and upload your contacts with a CSV file. You can do tasks, you can do deals, you can do campaigns, bulk email and SMS. You can do automation, which is part of our Pro Plus plan, drip sequencing that you're able to do with that. So it's a choice of Pro or Pro Plus on that option. In terms of script writing, right here in the middle of the dashboard that I mentioned in the beginning, Auto, that's your AI friend right here. Auto can answer any questions about Dubb. Hey, how does the Chrome extension work? How do I use the desktop app? It can also answer any strategy questions as well. Hey, I'm in recruitment. What are the 5 best videos to make for recruiting? Ask Auto. Hey, I want to write a script. Ask Auto. The cool thing about Auto is it has an option all the way over here to the right that's a profile option. See how it says create profile and it says basic and sales? Imagine for a second I'm in real estate and that says buyers and sellers. You know, we talked about in the beginning, have different landing pages for different parts of your audience. Same thing here. Create profiles for different parts of your audience because when you click create profile, you're just answering questions about this part of your audience so the AI can learn about this part of your audience. So if I'm going to do any kind of writing for emails, newsletters, scripts, whatever it is, just choose the part of the audience that it's for, and the AI will remember everything about your audience. So I could tell Auto, write a script for me about a newsletter. I want to be able to deliver this to camera. It writes the script. It asks you if you want to save it into the Dubb platform, and then you just load it into a teleprompter. So that's a nice little workflow that you can get into. Now, we also have a referral program with Dubb. So right over here, it says referrals and it says apply now. Click that link. It creates a referral link for you that you can share. And we do a 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to Dubb through that link right there. 30% doesn't die, doesn't go away, unless we stop getting paid, then it would. But other than that, it doesn't sunset. So we're very supportive of our partners, whether you have a link below the videos that you send out and someone's like, hey, how'd you send me that video? Share the link. Have them come in here to this training, dubb.com/T. If you know 4 to 5 professional contacts and you're paying for Dubb right now, if you get them in here, we close them, then you got a free account. And then we have people doing well beyond that. So, lastly, in terms of support, there are 2 cool areas to go. Down here to the bottom, there's our little intercom system right here. You can talk with the AI, talk with someone on the team. You can do a keyword search. It'll give you video and article, typically both, on what you need to know about. And also, we just added this right over here. This is Sophia. This is our AI little coach over here, where if you call this number 24/7, Sophia is going to give you feedback on, hey, how do I use the Chrome extension? Hey, I have this issue. Hey, I want to know about this. So it's 24/7 that she's available to answer any questions. We just launched that probably about last week. And give her a call. Ask her some questions. And then if you have feedback for us, just let us know. Okay, cool. Ina, how do we do? Q&A, all that good stuff? How'd it go?
All good, all good.
Okay, cool. Anybody have any questions? Anything on anyone's mind before we head out? Elizabeth, anything? I know we chatted at the top. Take your specific use case of screen recording for right now, but anything on your mind? Anything you want to share?
No, but I did have a question though. Is there a way, because I sent two videos, one to my real estate partners and one to
Mm.
people that are move up buyers in California. And I was wondering, is there a way to in the CRM to tag them, I guess is the word. I'm not really sure. To put them in a category for real estate and for sellers, buyers.
Yeah, yeah, you can tag everything within there. What would just be
So
with
just
tags within the CRM, right?
Yeah, yeah.
yes. Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, there's a way to do that. You just add the tag on them and then yeah, I'll send you the support article on that, Elizabeth, and
Okay.
yeah, let us know if you have further questions.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be great. That would be great. Thank you.
Hey, Rob, am I getting through?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just amazing platform. I'm just learning, but I certainly hope to run a long way with this leverage possibility. Question for you. I'm likely, I think, to be one who would record using the mobile phone more than in any other manner.
Yeah.
Is there a way to conveniently store videos off my device, but still easily retrievable? I can imagine building up a pretty good sized library, especially if I'm looking at using this on two different marketing fronts, one real estate and the other one more of the digital marketing space.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, you get a couple like if you're recording videos, like if you're not, let's just say you're not using the app, like you recorded a screen recording video, right? Like or you uploaded you did some videos outside of the app as an example, right? And you wanted to upload them into Dubb. You could either airdrop them to the desktop and upload them there inside the platform, or you could open up the camera of the mobile app like you're going to record a video, and that's where you say add clips to the folder. Folder takes you inside your video library on your phone, you upload it right into the platform. So you can
Right.
upload it right in there. Um,
Just a
yeah,
quick follow up. If it's videos I've created in the Dub app, that's what I mostly mean. Not
sure,
so
they're in
much to
there.
use.
Yeah, they're in there. Anything you record with the app, if you recorded something on your desktop, if you recorded anything, on the actual mobile app, as long as you upload it, you'll have it inside of the platform to be able to send.
Oh, okay, got it. Of
That's it.
course.
Because it's kind of like, if you're using TikTok or something like that, when you make a video, it'll give you the copy on your phone. Like it'll download it. The same thing happens with the mobile app, so it'll be
Right.
on your phone. But you just want to click upload because that way you have it in Dub, so you can do the whole sending and stuff.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Amazing.
Let's see. Any other questions from anybody? Anything on anybody's mind as we head towards the top of the hour? Anybody? Going once, going twice, going thrice? Anyone,
Okay, one
anyone?
more question.
What
Is
you got?
there I signed up just a little over a month ago, and I'm on monthly. Can I? Well, certainly I can upgrade, I'm sure, to Pro Plus. But
Yeah.
can I upgrade from month to month to a year in advance or something? I
I
just
think we do the what do we prorate it, Ina? I forgot the as far as the month to month
Yeah,
and the
we'll prorate. Yes, we'll prorate it, and then you'll get to do we're for the time that you didn't use the platform, those will become calculated, so that's prorated, and then the minus the amount, that the total amount, and then yeah, definitely
okay.
that.
Okay. Just to try to get an annual value if there is one, that's all.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, and
Cool.
if you want to go Pro Plus, typically the reasons people go Pro Plus typically is either for drip sequencing with automations, that kind of stuff, workflows, if they don't have that with the CRM that they're using, if they want to consolidate. And the second thing is Ruben and Darius do founder coaching once a week. They do it on Tuesdays at 11:30 a.m. So they have
Ah,
their own curriculum. that they go through stuff. They have a little form you can fill out called open mic, and they give kind of advice in and out of the platform. So it's kind of like a deeper dive into their own stuff that they have. The other thing about Pro Plus is it's a little more hand holding than Pro typically. So there is that extra attention as well. So
Yeah.
That
yeah, yeah.
sounds like Pro
I
would
believe
probably be sufficient.
Gabriel here is in a Pro Plus plan. Yeah. So I'm gonna send you the resources available for the Pro Plus plan, and yeah,
Okay.
feel free to join the coaching
Now,
program and
now that I think about it, I think I remember a couple of specs that it provides that I would never in a million years need actually, but send it to me anyway. Sure, I'm just a one man show.
Yeah, it's good to know. And then, hey, real estate on Wednesdays. We have an 11:30 a.m. Webinar that Darius runs. It's all real estate. 11:30 a.m.
Awesome.
PST on Wednesdays. So yeah,
Thank you.
cool. Awesome, everybody. Well, listen, hey, thanks so much for coming in. We'll see you
all
tomorrow at the
right.
same time if you pop back in. And in the meantime, if you want to send us any videos, feedback at Dubb. Feedback at Dubb is the email. If you want to send us a test, pretend like we're prospects or clients, whatever, send something over to us. We can give you feedback. So cool. All right, everybody. Ina, thanks so much as always. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.